Next thing you know, he pulls out this knife and I'm stood there like... Welcome back to my channel, it's Michelle's Life, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a story time, and at the same time I'm going to be cleaning my makeup brushes because I saw this hack on how to clean your makeup brushes with a sieve, and I thought, I've got a sieve in the house, my makeup brushes are absolutely filthy, so why not? But yeah, without further ado, let's go with this video. So apparently you're supposed to keep the sieve... This is going to be so bad. We're going to keep the sieve in the water and then do circular motions like this so all the makeup comes off. If this works, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so happy. But if it doesn't, then I should have just told you the story on its own. But never mind, we'll find out. So let's begin this story. So basically, this is 2017 to going on 2018 New Year's. So, oh guys, oh my gosh, it's coming off straight away. So, oh my gosh, it's working so well, guys. I recommend this already. So yeah, I'm now in Trondheim, which is in Norway, and so I've got family there. So I'm now there and it's New Year's. My mum's like, well, Michelle's gonna be bored for New Year's because I was obviously living with my auntie and my mum at the time. I might as well go spend time with my cousin who, well, she's not really my cousin, but just kind of my cousin. So she invited me to a party and I was like, party, let's go. So I'm like, yes, let's go. At this point, I am 17. So then now it's the day of the party, so it's New Year's Eve. And my cousin comes and picks us up and we're now driving to the party. And this party was at my cousin's, boyfriend's house. So we're now getting to the party and I get in through the front door and the parents are like, do you want a drink? And I'm like, will it be rude not to? So I'm like, yeah. They goes, oh, Bailey's hot chocolate. I'm thinking, not a massive fan of Bailey's, but it would be rude not to. They make the Bailey's hot chocolate, bring it to us, I'm drinking it, and I'm not being funny. It was like 3/4 Bailey's and the rest hot chocolate. And I was sat there like gagging. Obviously not trying to be rude, so I'm now necking this Bailey's hot chocolate. Even though I didn't like it because I don't really like Bailey's because it's just the creaminess of it. Then more people are arriving. But when I say it was a party, it wasn't really a party. It was more like a sit down, chilled, you know, good vibes kind of night. So there's probably about like, I think it was like 10 of us, 12 of us. And obviously I know no one other than my cousin Yulia. So I'm now getting a drink, you know, I'm probably now on my third drink. Everyone who's meant to be coming has arrived. We're all sat down chatting, but when I say we're all sat down, they're sat down chatting in Norwegian, and I was sat there like looking about. So then they're like, oh, let's talk like English so Michelle can understand. So now we're having conversations. They get switched over to games. And they're like, let's play a party game. Well, drinking games. Party games. Pff, what's a party game? The 17-year-old that I am, bearing in mind everyone is 20, 21. And I'm sat there like, and they're like drinking for all of these stuff. So yeah, it was good fun. So by this point, I'm now wondering like what we're doing to like celebrate like going into the new year kind of thing. And they're like, oh, we're going to walk up to the top of this massive hill. There's going to be bare people over there that obviously they all know. I'm going to set these fire alarms. We're going to set these fireworks off that we've got. And it's going to be a good night. And I'm thinking, fireworks. And I was thinking, this sounds good. So, fast forward to the part where we're now leaving. And we decided we were going to leave at 11:30 because it takes about half an hour by the time we're like literally actually, you know, get stuff together and everything. And we were needing like a half an hour to get ready to leave and to actually get there. 11:30 comes and we're outside. It's now about 22 and we're still outside the house. The reason for this is because the lads have now set off these like sparklers or fireworks or whatever you call them. I don't really know. Basically like on the floor and they're going and then yeah, it was mad. So now they're setting them off outside the house. Guys, when I tell you, they were setting them off. It's now sparking and everything. Then they're kicking them to each other, and I'm thinking, like, this is a little bit dangerous. Like, this is a bit mad, because if you kick it, like, it could probably set someone on fire. But, you know, I'm, like, not saying too much. I'm just stood there thinking it's funny, because it was funny at the time until it wasn't funny. I'm stood there watching them all, kicking them all around, like, so, like, one will be stood here, the other one will be stood there, this one will kick the sparkler thing to the lad and think it's hilarious. Let's not forget, this is fire we're playing with. You don't play with fire, you don't mess around with fire. It's not good, it's not cool, and it isn't safe. Let's just say, let's be honest, it's just not it. And my whole life flashed before my eyes when this happened. Basically, I'm stood there, one of the lads just kicks one of the sparkler things, and guys, I'm not even joking, it literally went straight past my face like this. Like, he must have proper, like, chipped it and everything, because it literally went straight like this. And I stood there like, I could have died. That sparkler, firework, whatever we call it, could have hit me straight in the face and I would have been in A&E. Because, let's be real, like, my face is now being burnt off. Like, you hear all them stories about how let's not mess around on fireworks night, bonfire night and all that, because there's that kid who 10 years ago burnt a whole face off and now is blind. That was going to be me. That was going to be me. As in, I was going to have no face because the lads just kicked the firework and it just skimmed my face. So I was absolutely mortified. By this point, I'm thinking, right, it's not funny. I was recording all of this before this. When that happened, I was like, right, it's not funny. I literally went, I don't even know these people. I'm going, right, guys, I think we should go. And they're like, actually, that's a good point. Now we started walking and I'm seeing the time, it's 5 to midnight. I'm thinking, we're at the bottom of this hill, and I'm thinking, I don't think we're going to make it. But it's a really nice view, and we can see over, like, a lot of Trondheim at this point. So I'm thinking this is really cute. And it's now midnight, and I'm thinking, we're not at the top of the hill. I don't think we're at the right place. and they're like, oh, we're not up there on time, but it's fine. So now we're at like halfway up this hill, and we can see over Trondheim. And there's fireworks going off at loads of places around, like, obviously, like, the city, and it's so cute. It's such a good view. We're all stood there, like, singing these songs. I don't really know what songs we were singing. I can't remember now. We've got music playing. It was such a good vibe. So now, fast forwarding to the fact that we're now walked home after setting all these fireworks off, that, like, literally in the middle of the street. And we're now walking home. We get home. This is now probably, like, 2 AM because we stopped off a couple of places on the way home, and then we're chilling, blah 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 blah, and then fast forward another couple of hours, and this lad's like, after party, and then the other lads are like, after party, the girl's like, after party, and I'm thinking, after party. I hadn't a clue who these lads are, or this girl. I had literally met them earlier that day. Now I'm now shouting after party, but it was all fine, because, you know, it was all a bit of fun. My cousin's now like, I'm not going to this after party. Well, my cousin is like, I'm not going to this after party. Also, technically, you shouldn't be, because you told your mum you're going to stay with your actual cousin. So, like, my actual cousin had planned for me to go stay at hers while she was at another house party for New Year's. So I was meant to go walk to hers, which was only a couple of minutes apparently, to stay over there for the night. So my cousin was expecting me to be at hers in the morning, and I'm like, do you mind if I go? Even if you're not. And she's like, no, it's calm. You can go and I'll meet you in the morning, and we'll just text your mum. I'm like, okay. And we'll text your cousin. I'm like, okay. So then we text my auntie, we text my mum, we text my cousin, we're texting everyone at this point. And they're like, I don't think they even saw it, but I thought, well, at least I've told them, so it's fine. So I'm telling them, oh, I'm staying at Yulia's boyfriend's house, rather than Samantha, who's my cousin. They're not bothered, do you know what I mean? Because I was with my cousin. I was with, like, my cousin, Yulia, so it was fine. Now we're about to leave for this after party at some other lad's house, and they're like, it's only a 15-minute walk. And I'm like, that sounds about right, because, guys, Norway doesn't have the snow we have. Obviously, it is some next level snow, so it wasn't like, you know, the 1 degrees that we have. It was like the -7, the -5, it was all of that. So it wasn't cute, you know. I'm in my little top, my jeans, and, you know, that's just my normal boots. They've got full on jackets. The lot. They knew what they were putting themselves up to. So now we start walking. It's now me, 3 of the lads, and this one girl. We're literally at the door, and then we start walking, and I'm walking with this lad in front because he's talking to me about something that we had in common. I don't remember what. I think it was like some TV show or whatever. So now we're walking ahead, and then I'm like, oh, should we not wait? He's like, oh no, it's fine. They'll catch up at the bottom of the road. So I'm like, okay, fine. We'll walk to the end of the road. I turn around, and it's just the 2 lads. I'm thinking, where's the other girl? And then I realise the girl's not there. She's not even like behind them. She's just not there. I go, oh, where's whatever her name? I don't remember her name. So I was like, where's Susie? And the 2 lads who were behind were like, oh, she's decided she's not coming. She's gonna go see her lads or something. And I'm thinking, interesting. I'm now with 3 lads. I haven't a clue who they are. I barely know their name. Met them a couple of hours ago in Trondheim. And also my auntie and my cousin and my mum doesn't know anything about this. They just think I'm fast asleep in my cousin Yulia's boyfriend's house with Yulia. Tell me why. 25 minutes later, we're still walking. The lad who I was walking with was like, yeah, it's literally just down here. And we'll cross the street, we'll pass the petrol station, and we're walking, and he's like, oh, it's just that house there. I'm like, oh, calm. And then this guy comes out of nowhere. Like, I think I blinked, and he just appeared in front of us. And he's walking towards us. Bear in mind, the other 2 lads are further back, and me and this other lad are ahead. And this random guy comes out of nowhere, and he comes up to her, and he's starting to chat with her, and he's like, oh, what's your name? And we're like, don't know who you are, so I don't know what you're asking. And then he's basically realises that I'm not from Norway. He's like, where are you from? I was like, oh, I'm from the UK, I'm from Kenya. And he's like, oh, mad, I'm from Norway, but I'm also South African. And then he's now talking about, like, and then I don't even know how this discussion came up, but he just kept on banging on about the fact that white people can be from South Africa. And I was stood there like, yeah, I didn't say they couldn't. But that was what the conversation was. And he just kept on going at it, and I was like, I didn't say that there couldn't be. Like, I know the South Africans who are white. And he's like, oh, but have you got a lighter? And we're like, no. I'm like, I don't smoke. And this lad's like, I don't smoke. But the friends behind me, so the friends that caught up with her, the guy's like, oh, have you got a lighter? And they're like, oh, no, we don't. And then I don't even know, like, we're literally, guys, everything on this night happened so fast. Maybe it's because, you know, I had been drinking a little bit, but it was a bit mad because I think I blinked and suddenly we had beef with this guy. When I say we, I mean like the 3 lads or whoever he was talking to. He's now shouting and stuff. And guys, it was so peak because I don't know what was going on. Next thing you know, he pulls out this knife and I'm stood there like, I'm like, oh, what is going on? I was so scared that I was going to die. What made it worse was the fact that my mum didn't know where I was, my auntie didn't know where I was, my actual cousin thought I was sleeping at hers until I messaged her. They all think I'm sleeping at my cousin Yulia's boyfriend's house, and I've just gone to some random lad's house for some afters. Just some nice, chilled afters. But now I'm going to die. He's now like waving around and I'm thinking, babe, I can't lie to you. I can't die. I can't die. Like, my mother will be like, why is she dead? Because she was meant to be sleeping. So it was just not the time. It just was not the time or the place to be pulling out a knife in the middle of the street. And this was probably about 6:30 in the morning, guys. Other 2 lads were like, right, I don't know what we're doing. They like hit the knife out of his hand. I don't know how it happened. And just next thing you know, all I saw was the knife on the floor, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is great. This is a good start. You know, at least he's not got this knife in his hand. And the guy's now gone towards them and got a swing for them, and they're thinking, whoa, why is he now trying to fight with? So now these lads are scrapping with this man who pulled a knife out on us. And I'm stood there like, what is going on? And like, I'm just trying to go to afters. These guys are now proper fighting this guy. I'm thinking, what? Like, I just want to go in the house and eat the pizza we bought. So now this random guy lying on the floor with these proper rolling all over this icy floor, like fighting the other 2 lads, and I'm stood there like, what's going on? Then the guy who I was stood beside was like, right, we're gonna have to stop this. He goes in, he's now fighting this guy as well. I'm like so confused on what's going on. Then this guy's like, right, okay, like whatever. And then next thing you know, they're all laughing on, doing ha, funny one, come on here, come here, brother. And I'm thinking, what? 2 minutes ago, you pulled a knife out on us. Again, 2 seconds later, you're now punching my friend. Now you're like, oh, ha ha, funny brother, that was funny, wasn't it? It wasn't funny. I'll tell you now, it was not funny in the slightest. Now this knife's just lying on the floor. And I'm thinking, what? I'm thinking someone needs to get rid of that knife, but I'm not trying to pick up some knife. I was like, I don't know what's happened to it before. I don't know what he's been doing with it before. But I'm thinking, if he picks this knife out and pulls out again, I am actually going to collapse. So I'm like, right, let's just go. But the random guy now walks off, and then we're like walking off, but the house is right in front of us. But the guy I was with was like, keep walking, because then at least the guy won't see what house we're walking into, just in case he wants to now come back for round 2 or something. I was like, that's clever. That is very clever. If that was me, I would have gone straight in the house. Next thing it would have been round 2. So now we get in the house, we're having this pizza, and I'm sat there looking out the window, contemplating the fact that I could have died 5 minutes ago. I was actually shook and I was actually traumatized. Like, I was just stood there, like, do you know when I felt like a ghost? Like, I was just there, like, that's literally what I was for a good, I think it was probably like half an hour, 45 minutes. And the lads were like, "You alright, Michelle?" I was like, no, I am not. I'm traumatized, if anything. I don't even remember if my cousin knows about this. Well, my cousin Yulia knows about this. I can't remember if I told her. My cousin, whose house I was meant to stay at, 100% does not know this. Samantha, if you're watching, apologies, you now know the truth of what happened that New Year's. I did have to tell my mum this story because I thought if it's on my channel, she's going to see it anyways, so let's tell her. Told her the other day and she just laughed at the fact that it's now 3 years and I'm now telling her I could have died. But yeah, that's really the end of the story. There's nothing else to it other than the fact that I almost got my face blown off with the spark lads that the lad kicked and it literally skimmed my face, and that I got a knife pulled out on his and he was waving it around trying to stab her until the guy hit it out of his hand. So yeah, that's what I was doing on 2017 New Year's. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell button in order to get notifications for my next video. Yeah, I do fully recommend this way of cleaning your makeup brushes. It does work. This is a good technique to use. Definitely recommend using it. And I will see you guys in my next video.